Hello everybody and welcome to the Johnny channel. It has been a while. It's actually been since May the 4th of this year that I live stream. So welcome to the Johnny Builds. We are going to do not a build, but an unboxing. As you can see, this is our box. And this is something I've actually been looking forward to for quite a while. This has been one that's been requested by Lego and Star Wars enthusiasts that love Lego for quite a long time, and it is here, and I am extremely excited about it. So, without further ado, hopefully you can hear me. If there's an issue, I have my laptop over here on the other side so I can see any of the chat if anyone's having issues hearing me. But I am going to make sure everything is good to go because it's been a while, and we are going to start. Now, there are two boxes here. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit, and I'll be doing this throughout so you guys can see everything. This box here is a special box. I'm not going to open that yet. This more than likely has the lightsaber. I haven't opened it, but this was a special that was given to us if we ordered the AT-AT on Black Friday, which I did. And there's also an extra little thing that Lego sent if you spent, so much money on their site for that night. But this is our primary target. As you can see, it's quite large. This thing actually, I found out, weighs 23 pounds. That is a lot of Legos. The Millennium Falcon, which actually is sitting over here, just so you can see for comparison, has 7,500 Legos in it, whereas the AT-AT has 6,700, but some of the pieces are a lot bigger. And the Falcon is not as heavy as this thing is. So Lego, even though it looks small and it's plastic, it can be quite heavy. So first thing, real quick, just going to get the packing slip just to see, because I know Lego likes to do fun things, and this is what they tell you to do. Let's get building. So we will be doing that. I'm planning on Saturday at 1 o'clock doing a special build, and then, or a special start to the build. Might go longer than an hour, it depends. And then every Tuesday, I plan on doing a live stream at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to move the main box after I cut it. I have my handy razor. And we're going to cut it and make sure I don't go too deep. Because whenever the Falcon came, which was same price as this one is, when the Falcon came, it was packaged in a box like this, but then had another box inside of it that was a Lego box. It specifically said Lego, but it looks like this only has one box instead of two. So we're going to open this, and I'm going to have to cut here. Sorry. Part of my reach. And you can see the first parts of it right there. You can see the top. There we go. Alright. So I'm guessing actually this is the instructions and other things. I don't think this is the main box. We'll see. Oh, nope, it is the main box. Just from the top. So I'm going to actually put this on the floor and pull it out so I can set it down. And like I said, 23 pounds of Legos. Quite heavy. Thanks, Amy. I can't wait either. I hope Rocco is watching and is looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it for a while. People that pay attention to Legos and stuff and have been hearing rumors for a while. Oh, look at this. Look at that. We've been hearing rumors for a while that they were planning on doing something like this because Lego really wanted to make a set that justified like the size of the AT-AT. Alright, let's look at this thing. So the box, obviously this shows the cross section of the inside, which you can do. I mean, like, all the panels can come off, and I'm going to put that away for now. Safety first. All the panels on the sides can come off. On the head, these don't. These are movable, but you need a special tool to move them. They don't move on their own, and they aren't flexible in the sense that they will just move. You can't just, grab a hold of them and move them. You actually have to use a tool to spin a gear, and we'll find that out as we do the build. So this box I heard was very special. I mean, it shows some of the features of it, what moves. The head is moving, the laser guns all move. But if we turn the box, there's the butt. This is the side. This is definitely way nicer than how the Falcon's box looked. The Falcon's box was pretty plain. And then they kind of made it so the box is like the AT-AT, because this is the front. In the front you see the head. So that looks really cool. And then of course the top, as you first saw. So this is everything that comes in it as far as figures go. This thing actually fits 40 stormtroopers, snowtroopers in this case, plus the 2 drivers and the commander that sit in the head, and Luke Skywalker, of course, because he's the hero. And he there's actually, from what I read, there's the panel that in Empire Strikes Back he uses his lightsaber and he whacks it and he makes a hole so he can throw a thermal detonator in and blow up one of them in the movie. It's funny, if you watch closely, you can actually see when he hits it with his lightsaber, you actually see whoever's up there actually pulls the panel back, and so it's like a slide, so you can actually see it if you catch it. But there are 9 figures here. I think that's 9. Nope, 8. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like I said, it fits 40 stormtroopers. Oh no, 9. I miscounted one. Sorry. And it does actually fit 40 snowtroopers and the 3 in the head. And then, of course, Luke is on the ground. It also has 2 speeder bikes. It actually has room for 4, which is also complimentary of how it's designed in any of the cross sections that they talk about. Because they do that with all the ships and vehicles. They'll make cross sections and blueprints and things. But it fits and was designed to be Lego person size. So how big it is, quote unquote, realistically, which is like 70 meters tall. And we're going to do the first cuts here. How it is, as far as 70 meters tall, or 75 meters tall, is how tall in Lego terms this thing is. So it's life-size, figure size. It's pretty neat. Oh, I got some more. So it doesn't. So now this is not pristine anymore because I have damaged the tape that holds it. Too bad. I want to build this thing. I don't want to keep it. Alright. So, and we have some on the bottom too. Go figure. Oh, I think there might be something fun on the bottom too. Let's see. Something rare that you never really see. Underside of an AT-AT and even the foot pads, which is something you really don't see very often. So they really wanted to make sure this stayed shut. Alright. Alright. Like I said, 23 pounds of Legos is quite a lot. Alright, I am actually going to move my laptop a little bit so I can orient this thing a little bit closer. TTBT, that I believe is just its designation. TT, Terrain Transport. BT, I'm not sure what exactly they... so the TB, I don't know. I'm guessing that's just its particular designation. Alright, let's see if I can get this flap. There we go. Oh, look at that. I believe you guys saw that whenever I first started, didn't you? Oh, look at that. Ha. So this has 4 boxes stacked on top of each other, and they make a diorama. And I don't know if it's on all sides. We'll find out. So let's see if I can pull out just the bottom and get them all out. I don't think I can. Oh, maybe I can. There we go. Got 3 of the 4 moving. Like I said, they did, just from the outside box, it looks like they did this a lot nicer than the Falcon. And I'm sure they learned from doing the Falcon's box. Alright, so I got that far. Let me pull the rest of the box out from here. least move it. And pull this out the rest of the way. All right. Kind of want to try to, I'm trying to keep the main box pristine a little bit. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. So this has nothing else in it. Everything is contained within those 4 boxes. All right, so go back to here. So there we go. So we got all 4 here. And on the sides, it doesn't look like there's anything too exciting. It looks like it's the same on the front, or on the back side. I guess that's the back side. Same picture. But here's where the interesting part is. So, if you look on the top of each box, I'll give you the first one. And I know it's the first one because of this. So that's number 1. There's 4 boxes here. Different numbers of instructions in each. And this is the cool tool down here that you make in order to move the legs. There are gears in here, big giant gears, 2 for each leg, that allow it to flex and move, and it's held tight and solid by the spindle gears, the ones that just rotate kind of sideways, and it makes the entire leg move very slowly, but it keeps it very rigid otherwise, so that you can pose it, but also because, again, 23 pounds of Legos, quite a lot for it to be able to handle. All right, so again, here I'm going to move this back a little bit so the camera can see. So there we go. So that is the first part, is just part of the torso and the upper parts of the legs. Number 2 is the bottom of the legs. Kind of makes sense. Part 3 is the body, and what a body, right? And then part 4 is going to be the head and the outer plating of the body. So it does the inner parts where you have all the chairs and the sitting and the areas for the troopers and stuff, and then the outside, the head, the neck is done in 3. And then you have the outer parts too, and the little vehicles and all the characters. So that is all 4 big giant boxes. And I did read, let's look underneath. So there, as you can see, it's got feet placement. So all 4 of these boxes have this, so you could actually place these down, one next to each other, and have places for the walker to stand and kind of give it, the way it would walk or the way it would be standing. It has different patterns on there. All right. So that is the unboxing of this, and like I said, it looks really cool. I like how it is set up, and I really can't wait to build this thing. Like I said, I'm going to do a full hour, maybe a little bit more, on Saturday this weekend, probably about 1 o'clock, and I'll post that. But I am really excited. Now let's open one of these. Let's open the first box, just for the fun of it, because I kind of want to see the instructions. The Falcon and all the UCS sets. This is the Ultimate Collector Series. All of them, I think, except for like the very first ones, which was like the Carillion Corvette and Luke's X-Wing, have a whole bunch of information as to like what went into building this thing, and the design process and everything, how they went about doing what they did. So, of course, we have bags of Legos, and oh, here we go. So it's kept nicely in a little pouch. That's neat. Move that aside. Trying to keep these all nice. Just do little cuts. Let's see see what the instructions look like. Alright, so it is only the first one. Some of them, like again, the Falcon is actually spiral bound, and the whole thing is just in one instruction. But it looks like they decided to keep things separate. So this is explaining about how they came up with what they did. Explains what the AT-AT is, the all-terrain armored transport. It's got a lot of pictures, and you only see it. Oh, this is an important thing. So on the left, it says, okay, if you want to move this thing, here's where you grab it. So you grab it underneath the middle and kind of towards the back. You don't grab it by the neck. You don't grab it by the feet because it'll be too weak. And also it shows you how you should make it stand when it's just standing. You shouldn't have it spread out or way further out than it should be. That I have to say, that looks kind of ridiculous, but I'm sure somebody would try to do that. That's our Lego tool. If anyone has built Legos recently, they package this with every single set pretty much. And it's useful for getting pieces undone when you normally couldn't. The other nice thing, and this is one of the reasons why I really like these bigger sets, is because of the way they design and create them. So you start off with like bigger pieces. In this case, you know, we're doing the whole torso, and you put them together, and then so each section you put, so for instance, like over here, you build from the torso on this side, you build these two parts of the legs, and then you put them together. So you build the model pieces, and then you put the model together over time. I really like the way they modularly do that stuff. It's way more fun. As you can see, the tool is here. That thing's going to be fun. It's going to be neat to see how this all works. So that's first instructions. We're going to put that back in here to keep it safe. We're going to shove that back in along with the other pieces. The way I'm going to do this build is a little bit different than I've done previous ones. I've actually done online builds in the sense that I've used the online instructions, and I've decided to truly do a build properly. I am going to have to use the actual instructions that come with it. I'm not doing a speed build this time. I actually did that with the Y-Wing in May, and I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to take my time and enjoy this one, and I cannot wait to have a lot of fun with it. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I think I sent pictures online. I'm moving this box out of the way so I can show something else, because we're pretty much done with the unboxing part. I hope you enjoyed that. This over here, I'm gonna lower this, is my personal assistant. It's a cart, but it's my droid. It's L3G0, which is Lego in robot terms. But what I've been doing is, and as you can see, there are a couple other sets that I've built over the years, or over this year actually, like the A-Wing, which was a fun build. And the one I'm currently been working on until this showed up, but that's Darth Vader's head. That's where he's at right now. What this thing does, I'm going to lift the camera just a little bit, is right in that spot right here where you see Yoda is where I put the pieces. So the bags go here, and it stands beside me where I'm over at the chair over here. And then I can use this to grab the pieces, and then I can keep this area all clean just for the building. So it's something I've added since I did the Y-Wing and tested it with a couple builds, and it's worked pretty good. And what I'm going to do is I have a smaller camera that I'm going to use for close-ups as I do the build, so you can see different sections and things as I'm building, and then the big camera is going to give you an overview, kind of like it is now. So it'll be looking down here, and then the little camera will be kind of in the screen in a small window somewhere on the screen, and you can see close-ups of what I'm working on. So Yeah, so I didn't think this would take too long, but I wanted to get it done, get back into live streaming a little bit. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to doing this on Saturday, and then, like I said, Tuesday I'm going to be doing this 8 o'clock for about an hour, because this build is going to take a while. It's going to take a good 10 hours probably. The Falcon took about 12. This is less pieces, but it's got a little bit of intricacy to it. So I'm thinking it might take about 10, 11 hours. So I appreciate everybody joining in. Thanks a lot. Look forward to seeing you next time, and have a great night.